Hello, my Russian friends. I'm so happy to be here with you, with my Russian friends here. And I'm looking forward to talking to you about this book, which is in Russian, this book, which is in English. It's a book that's one of my most famous books here in America. It's called Multiple Streams of Income. And I don't know what the translation of that is. What does it say?
Множественные источники дохода.
Which is what? Multiple streams of income?
Yeah, exactly the same name.
So all of us want to make more money, and you may work at a job, you might have, your family has 2 jobs where you bring money in the door, but I'm talking about money that you make where you do it on a part-time basis, a little bit of time every single day. The money gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you make enough so you can quit your job and you can start a different kind of life. The entrepreneur life. So in Multiple Streams of Income, I talk about 10 ways of making different kinds of money. And my favorite way, and my very first way, and I think a way that you should be looking at, is real estate investing. How you buy property, you rent it out to a tenant, they make the monthly payments for you, and then eventually as the property increases in value and your cash flow goes up and up, eventually, if you buy just 1 property a year, maybe 2, 10 years from now, you'll be financially free. You'll have money that's coming in every day, and maybe you'll decide at that time whether you want to quit or not. Now, for many people, real estate is complicated, and I want to take real estate and make it very simple for you. All the books you ever read on real estate can be summarized into 3 concepts. And the first one is how to find real estate deals, how to find a good property. Now, everyone in the major cities where you live, many people own real estate. They own properties, they own houses, they own apartments, they own condominiums. They own property and they make the monthly payment on those properties. And the problem with real estate is it's illiquid. That means it's hard to sell it quickly. What if you have an immediate problem and you need to sell your property, but you put it on the market and nobody is buying? And maybe a month or 2 months or 3 months goes by and your problem gets worse and worse and worse until you finally, you say, I need to get rid of this property. I need to sell it. I've got to get rid of it. Well, when I went to San Francisco and they took away my wallet and they gave me $100 US, the first thing I was doing, with no money, no credit, no bank, nothing, zero, I'm looking for people who own real estate that don't want the property. They are desperate to get rid of it. They've been trying to sell, but they can't. And many of those people don't need money. You know, maybe they bought another house and now they have 2 houses. And they're living in the other house, and this home, their first house, is vacant. Nobody's living in it. They've got a monthly payment they have to make on it. And so they've got 2 properties, 2 problems, really. And this person, they've already bought the other house. They don't need money to buy the other house. They just have a property here that is vacant, and they need to get rid of it to stop the monthly outgo of mortgage payments going out. So you can come in and without money, you can say, I will help you solve your problem. Let me have your property, I will take the problem off your hands. I will give you your price. You want to have a price? I will negotiate to pay you your price. I'll make you monthly payments. You don't need a lot of cash. Now, when people hear me say these things, they say, well, nobody will do this. People, they want their money. They don't want nothing. They don't want to make monthly payments over many years. They want their money now. Well, yes, 99% of the people who are selling today in Moscow and St. Petersburg and all the other major cities, they want their money. But 1%, maybe 2%, maybe a small number of people, they don't need the money. They just need you to come in and take the property and make the monthly payments to them. And so that's the first thing you look for, to find a highly motivated seller. Now, in English, that means a person who has a problem and they're highly motivated. They want to sell, but they can't find anybody to sell to quickly. You come in, you negotiate, and I like to negotiate face to face. I like to talk to the people that I buy real estate from, because I want them to feel my heart. I want them to feel my integrity. I want them to realize that I'm not going to take advantage of them. I'm not going to do anything illegal or immoral. I want to help them. I'm there to solve their problem, not to make it worse. And so I take the property, and then I make monthly payments. And now they've taken the problem off their shoulders, and they've been able to step away from their problems, and they feel better. Remember, it doesn't matter what city. It could be Singapore. It could be Tokyo. It could be New York City. It could be Rio de Janeiro. It could be Moscow. If they own real estate, a small percentage of them are really want to get rid of the property. They want to sell it. Maybe they inherited, maybe their father or mother or uncle or aunt died, and they left them a property in the will. And you know, you find out that somebody is giving you a piece of real estate. You don't really want it. It's, what are you going to do with it? Well, you could put it on the market and sell it. Maybe if you come in with a high price, you know, really good, the full price, they will offer maybe not a lot of big down payment, you know, maybe just a little. So it's all about negotiating. And like I say, any city has the same situation. So technique number one, or principle number one, is to find the highly motivated seller. And it's extremely important. If you can't find a highly motivated seller, you probably can't buy real estate with little or no money down. Number two, funding. How do you find the money to buy the property? Now, when I got started, I didn't have any money. I was broke. But I found somebody who had money. And I said, I will be the searcher. I will help you find the real estate deals. I don't have money, but I have time. I will go look for you. I will find you the best deal. I will spend weeks, maybe months, finding in your city the best properties, the ones where they're way below market, where the sellers are really need, but we're going to use your money, your credit. You're going to go to your bank. I'll just be the finder. I find the deal. I bring you the deal, and we become partners. We use your money and my time. Together, we find great deals together. Now, of course, money is more important than time. So maybe you get a bigger share of the profits at first. Maybe you get 90% of the profit, and I only get 10% of the profit. But I want to be your partner. I want to own the property with you. Maybe you give me a little bit of money to help pay my expenses, to find deals, but at first it'll be 90% of the profit to you, 10% to me. But if I get better, if I find better deals, if we start making much more money, maybe I want more of the profit. Maybe I want 20% or 30%. And the better deals I bring you, the more you realize that I'm a great partner. I can make you lots of money, right? So we start to split the profits. Eventually, you're going to get 50% of the profit. The money gets 50%. The person who does all the finding and the managing and taking care of all the details, all the hard work. You're just the money person. You stay home. You just collect profits. I do the work, but I get half, 50%. Now, like I say, you have to work to prove to them that you're good, that you're trustworthy, that you're honorable. But that's what I mean by finding the money. Now, there are 50 nothing down techniques. You know, finding partners is just one technique. There are 49 other techniques. I just shared with one technique today, but there are many, many more. And then finally, number 3 is, once you own the property, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep it and rent it out? That's good. You could do that. You got to make sure that the cash flow is positive. Or maybe you'll find it, you'll do a little work to make it look pretty, you'll put a little paint, maybe a little new carpet, and then you immediately turn around and put it back on the market. And in America, we call it flipping, to flip a property. You buy it and immediately flip it. So you look for highly motivated sellers, find a property that needs a little bit of work, you do the work, it might take you a month, and then you put it right back on the market for a much higher price. And you have a lot of equity, a lot of profit in there that you can play with. So the three skills are finding, funding, and flipping. You either use a strategy to make the money. Most people, once they understand how simple real estate is, they go, well, I can do that. Well, if you're listening to this and watching this right now, you can do this. You could come to America and do this. You could go to China and do this. Anywhere there is real estate, you can do this. And what I want to help you do is to teach you the basics, the fundamentals, the way to think, the strategies, the techniques. And then there'll be a Russian partner that will help teach you some more about how you find the real estate deals in your country, right? I'll teach you the strategies, but we'll have people who will teach you in Russian exactly how you do this in your country. And you can be very, very rich very, very quickly with real estate as one of the most powerful techniques. So, multiple streams of income in real estate, that's one of my favorites. And in our next video, I'm going to share with you how you make money in another one of my favorite ways. But now real estate is what we'll talk about. In the next video, we'll talk about one of my favorites. Huh? See you on the next video.
Cool.
Now that was long.